Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Minico High School, home of the first round of the 4A State Football Championships. We have hit the ground running here. We've got an early start, so had to kind of cut it on in there. Glad you could join us. My name is Scott Burton, alongside my broadcast partner, Jesse Richens. This is a matchup between the hometown Minico Spartans coming in as the number 7 seed, taking on the number 10 seed Emmett in a game that is promising to be physical. We'll get more into both of these teams as we get going here, but right now it's going to be Minico with the first possession of the game. They took the opening kickoff, and this is the first play from scrimmage. And for Minico, that is going to be Hiram Garner losing yards, and that's the thing about this Emmett defense, Jesse, is they are big, they are physical, and it's going to be that line of scrimmage that really tells the tale tonight.
Right, you saw him just get right to the football right there, just right to the backfield.
And this is going to be the left side, nice hole for Sonner Cranny. And he gets back to right around the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Minico on this opening possession. Wayman to throw across the middle, and it is incomplete defensively for Emmett. That was Bowen Bundy, the senior, on coverage, and a quick 3 and out for the Minico Spartans to start this game.
Yeah, and if you're Emmett, that's exactly what you wanted. That's exactly how you wanted to start the game. Give them the football and get a stop right from the beginning, and then get the ball in the hands of your offense.
Anthony Valdez will kick it away for Minico. And the rugby-style kick will not be fielded. To receive for Emmett and handling those duties is Sammy Howe. And now Emmett, all kinds of fired up as the town is here, and you could just see on your screen the players are just walking around with a chip on their shoulder. And we talked about this with some players, with some people down on the field, that there was just an air about Emmett when they showed up today. The way they walked off the bus, the way that they warmed up away from the main field, and the way that they entered the field today, they've got some mojo right now.
Yeah, these kids are excited to play some playoff football.
So Emmett will have their first possession. This will be handoff right side. Nice gain on first down. Gang tackled at about the 40. And with the carry for Emmett, that's going to be Quentin Smith. Smith, their leading rusher, over 1,100 yards on the season to go with 11 touchdowns. And it was a gain of 8, second down and 2. This is another big run left side. This is Brennan. Brennan with a big hole. Gets around the corner and into Minico territory, and a first down for the Huskies.
Man, what a big run. I mean, you love to see the misdirection there. They had the 2 running backs in the backfield, and they're just going to hand it off. And, I mean, he just got to the corner, and no one was catching him from there.
So 1st and 10, Emmett. Their quarterback is Scheibe. Scheibe will hand it off in another big hole, this time on the right side. And the physicality showing early for Emmett, as that was Brennan once again. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Man, you love to see the hard running there. He's just churning the legs. I mean, the offensive line is making some big holes there for him, but I mean, afterwards he's making the yardage for himself.
Scheibe working out of the gun again, handoff. This time not a whole lot of room. On the carry was Brennan. Making the tackle was Anthony Valdez for Minico. But it was enough for a first down, and the sticks will move one more time here on the opening drive. Emmett Huskies, 9:20 to play opening quarter. No score.
Yeah, and like you said, not as much of a gain. They did get the first down, but Minico, that defensive line, they're probably taking a little bit personally that they keep running the football, so they're going to want to keep stopping it.
Well, that's where it's going to be won in those trenches. And we'll talk a little bit more about the physicality of this Emmett team as we get going. Handoff again. This one more time is Brennan. Brennan just pushing the pile ahead. As you could see, people just running to the football, trying to kind of push it, all the Philadelphia Eagles. But another nice gain on first down brings up 2nd and short. We'll give Brennan 8 on the carry.
Yeah, we might need to check how much he can squat because Jalen Hurts gets close to 1,000 pounds. So they're trying to get that push in there.
2nd down. This time it's going to be Smith. Smith ahead for a few yards. Gang tackle. Leading the way on the tackle was Eli Ruiz, but again, enough to move the chains. First down, Emmett, and the drive, impressive opening drive, continues.
Yeah, just like you're saying, Scott, it's the physicality that we're seeing early on from Emmett. Like they're just putting their feet in the ground.
This is Smith. Nice hole right side, and another big gain as they are just gashing this Minico defense. Finally making the stop for the Spartans was number 4, Nate Wayman. But again, on first down, Emmett is picking up 7, 8, 9 yards, and that's just making it easy. And right now it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't stop you, just keep running.
Brennan hit at the line of scrimmage, but able to fall forward, and that should be enough for another Husky first down. Making the tackle for Minico was Daniel Larios.
Wow,
and they're going to come up just a little bit short, it looks like. So third down and inches, unless they want to take a look at it with the measurement, and they are. So while they're doing this, Jesse, we said this already, the physicality of this Emmett team is what's going to make a big difference. And it's going to be something that Minico really, I don't know if they've seen yet, because talking to their coaching staff throughout the week, this is a group of kids that are dedicated to the weight room. This is where they live. And when you can get a football team that buys into that weight room culture, obviously it's going to pay dividends on the football field, and we're seeing it here on the first drive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like you said, you can see it on that offensive line. The push that they're getting just about every single down is really just helping their team out on this opening drive.
After the measurement, they do come up a little bit short. 3rd down in inches. Scheibe hands off Brennan. Brennan trying to turn a corner right side. Does. And gets to the second level before being brought down in the defensive secondary by the Spartans. But the chains move again. Making the tackle was Wayment one more time. And when you've got your secondary and your safeties making tackles, it's generally not good for the defense.
No, yeah, you definitely want the linebackers or especially the defensive linemen to be making those tackles. But, I mean, at least they're making those tackles, those safeties down there.
Down to the 2-yard line, 1st and goal, Emmett. Handoff, Brennan, right side, touchdown. Beg your pardon, Quentin Smith with the 2-yard touchdown run on the opening drive for the Huskies. And what a statement by Emmett.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I don't know if you could start a football game any better than that. Just dominate down in the trenches like we were saying. And, I mean, that's where it all begins. If you can get a good push in the trenches, you're going to have a good game.
And this is a team in Emmett that really does like to run the football. 271 yards rushing per game. And all of that first drive done on the ground. And now for the extra point. And that one is blocked. But with 6:58 to go in the opening quarter, Emmett strikes first. They lead it 6-0. Well, Lee's Furniture, Floors, and More has one of the largest selections of furniture and floor coverings in the Magic Valley. Always in stock and ready for same-day delivery. Whether you're decorating your new home, updating your current home, or shopping for that special someone, Lee's is the place to shop for all of your flooring and furniture needs. Visit their store at 459 Overland in Burley for the harvest sale going on right now. 40% off all furniture and mattresses. Lee's Furniture, Floors, and More is a proud supporter of all local athletes. AMI Supply provides agricultural and industrial equipment and tools for the Burley area. Their friendly staff will help you find the tools you need for any project, and they guarantee you will be satisfied with their service. Call them today at 208-678-4632 or stop in at 719 Overland Avenue in Burley. AMI is a huge supporter of Minico student athletes and very proud of their football team. AMI Supply is cheering on the Minico Spartans in tonight's game. Many thanks to our local business partners as we are back to action and on the return. Minico and Gonzalez get out to close to what looks to be the 35-yard line. It's kind of hard to tell. No fresh paint on the field. Talk to Brady about that one.
Yeah, we'll let him know.
Well, it'll be interesting now to see, Jesse, how this Minico offense responds, especially up front after they just got pushed around. This is Wayment. Wayment decided to keep it on the read option and is immediately gang tackled by a pack of Huskies and a loss on the play.
Wow, yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see the physicality. I mean, we're going to say it probably 400 times tonight, but yeah. Emmett is just out there physically dominating.
That was Conklin and Alder combining on the tackle. Loss of 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 13. Wayman out of the gun. He'll look to throw. Wayman screen over the middle. It is caught, and breaking a tackle is Sonner Cranny, and a nice gain for Sonner Cranny. And he gets up close to that 1st down marker. And it looks like he's going to be about a yard short. Give him 12 yards on the pass completion. 3rd down and 1 for Minico. And Wayment will keep it himself. Left side has the 1st down and a little bit more. Gets out to midfield, and the sticks move for the Spartans. Nice run by Wayment on that left side.
Yeah, I want to go back to that screenplay. It was a great call by Minico because, like we've been saying, Emmett has just been rushing and rushing to the ball. So the screenplay is a perfect play to run because, I mean, they're going to be flying to the football, and great setup by Minico.
Line of scrimmage right at midfield. First down for the Spartans. Handoff left side. This is Sonner Cranny again, and he is going to be the guy that carries the mail for the Spartans in this ball game. And a nice gain on first down for Sonner Cranny. Picks up about 7. And it's 2nd and 3. Yeah, some tempo now from Minico as they rush right to the line. Sonner Cranny again, left side. And runs into big number 80. That's Zach Helmick, the senior. And Sonner Cranny comes up about a yard short. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Minico. 5.5 to go. Opening quarter. No score. Or excuse me, 6-0 Emmett. 3rd down and a yard. Wayman calls his own number, but meeting him in the backfield, and what a play defensively, was Christian Sanchez, who just came flying in from that defensive line spot. Nobody picked him up, and he met Wayman in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's 4th and a long 2.
Man, must have just been a missed assignment. I mean, he just came flying through.
Huge play. And now we've got flags before the snap, and generally does not bode well for the offense. It's going to be a false start against Minico. Boy, they went from a promising drive at 3rd and 1 to now it's 4th and 8.
Man, what a drive killer. They were doing so well. I was about to compliment them on how well they were responding to that drive that Emmett had just done, but.
And now they're going to kick it away. They're going to play a little field position. All of this thanks to Christian Sanchez on that 3rd and 1. And the kick is away. And this one again will not be returned, as Minico will down it right around the 22-yard line. 4:24 to go. Opening quarter, Emmett on top 6-0. Minico's had 2 offensive drives. Nothing to show for it. Emmett took their opening drive and marched it right down the field, all on the ground. And it capped off with a Quentin Smith 2-yard touchdown run. And here they are for their 2nd possession of the game. Let's see what this Minico defensive line does, because they got pushed around on that opening drive.
They sure did. If I was on this Minico defensive line, I would be fighting for pride on this drive.
Scheibe, handoff, right up the middle. Minico rallying to the football. And that was Smith on the carry. Leading the way for the Spartans was Valdez. And a gain of about 5, 2nd down and 5. Clock continues to run. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Scheibe working out of that pistol. Scheibe will call his own number right up the middle, spins around, and then falls right into the arms of Paxton Twiss. But not before he gets close to that 1st down marker. They're taking a look at it right now, because that might be enough, and it is. He got right to the line to gain, and the Emmett Huskies moved the sticks 1st down.
Man, it's just 1st down after 1st down for Emmett. Everything is going their way right now.
Handoff Smith. And Wayman again makes the tackle for Minico. Gain of a couple defensively. Best play for Minico so far as they held him to 2 yards. I mean, because it has really been 7, 8, 9 yards a play for Emmett here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, it's been a rough start for this defensive line on Minico.
2nd down and 8. Scheibe, little student body left, and Minico rally into the football. The Spartans there defensively finally make a play, and getting the tackle was number 33, Daniel Larios, and that's going to be a loss on the play as we have an injured Spartan on the field, so we'll stop the action here. And that will allow us to thank some of our GameStreams sponsors, including Our friends out of Emmett, for over 50 years, Overhead Door Company of Nampa has been serving Nampa and the surrounding communities since 1961. Homeowners, contractors, and businesses have relied on Overhead Door Company for all aspects of garage door installation, repair, and service. Overhead Door is a proud supporter of all area athletes. And go to biginsurance.com and you can quote your home and auto and find out if your current carrier is competitive. At biginsurance.com, you can quote Allstate, Auto Owner, Safeco, United Heritage, Farmers Alliance, Progressive, and Travelers. Rate your own insurance or just request biginsurance.com to do it. Biginsurance.com for your home, auto, life, business, and health insurance needs. Well, the injured Minico Spartan being helped off the field is number 31. That's Eli Ruiz, the senior linebacker, very gingerly walking off the field. We hope that it's nothing serious. But that last play, Jesse, has now put Emmett in their first, third, and long situation. It's a second drive, but they sustained that first drive very well. And now Minico has an opportunity here. Defensively, with a stop, can start to turn the tide. A little bit of wildcat, direct snap to Brennan, and Brennan picks up the first down and gets to midfield.
Man, that's a tough break for Minico, because just like we were just saying, how good of a drive they've been having defensively, holding them to a little bit less yardage. But
check that. We're coming back. Didn't see the flag, as there was a flag on the field on that far side.
Was it a hold? I'd imagine. Sometimes on those outside runs.
And I do believe it was a holding call called against Emmett. Now, the holding call is a spot foul, so wherever the holding occurred is where they start to mark the yardage. And with that penalty, it will bring up third down and about 14 for Emmett. Handoff up the middle, Brennan. Or excuse me, Smith. I'm going to get those two mixed up. I'll get it right eventually, but that was Smith and nowhere near where he needed to get, and so Emmett will have to kick it away. So Minico defensively on the second possession rose to the occasion and forced the punt.
I don't blame you for getting them mixed up. I think they ran some trickeration there. They had motions going both ways and handed it off to two people during the play.
And the kick underway. And a fair catch called for. Boy, what a kick. And now we've got a flag, because here's what's happening. The man back to return the punt, number 29, that's going to be Elise Gonzalez, called for a fair catch. However, the ball sailed over his head, as it was a heck of a punt from Christian Sanchez. And then when it was picked up again, he didn't move and the defense hit him, and that's when the flag came out. And so it's going to be a personal foul against Emmett. Just one of those unfortunate breaks, but that's going to tack on 15 more yards for the Minico Spartans.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. That's really hard, is playing a punt coverage. It's really hard to know whether a fair catch has been called or not.
Here we are back to the action. Minico with the football on their third drive here of the first quarter. A minute and a half to play in the opening frame. And Sonner Cranny picks up a couple. And on second down, into the secondary goes Sonner Cranny again. And that's a first down as he gets out to the 42-yard line. A minute and change to go in the opening quarter. Minico playing some tempo. Wayment to throw. The lefty. Go route, left side, got it. Complete to Stimpson. And Minico hits one big all the way down to the 30-yard line of Emmett. Single coverage on the outside.
Incomplete.
And now the officials have gotten together and called it incomplete. Now that means that Stimson stepped out of bounds or caught it out of bounds because he certainly caught the football.
Yeah. No, it was a great grab, but I think, yeah, it was very close to the boundary, and the official said it was out of bounds.
Big play taken off the board. Sonner-Cranny gets the call again, and boy, did he run into a wall. A couple of Huskies waiting for him there.
They've got some big dudes on that defensive line.
And the two fellas combining on that tackle was Zach Helmick and Brian Walker. 3rd down and 9. Wayment to throw. Rolls to his right. Now has to tuck it and run. Spins once, fighting for that 1st down. And it looks like he's going to come up about a yard short, but it does put Minico in a position to go for it on 4th and 1 right at midfield.
Yeah, this is definitely a perfect place if you want to go for it on 4th down. I mean, it's kind of no man's land here.
Well, you know, and this is the part where you just say, hey, my offensive line can get me a yard. And you challenge those boys up front, and Minico lines up to go for it on 4th and 1, but the quarter will expire before they have the opportunity. That will do it for 1 quarter of play. It is 6-0. Emmett will take a break and be right back to Minico right after this.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month. Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Great photo, though.
That's poison ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news. Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Back here at Bill Matthews Field on the campus of Minico High School. Minico lined up to go for it on 4th and 1 to start the 2nd quarter. And then we had, I believe, a timeout called before the play.
Yeah, I think it was Emmett that called the timeout.
And so we will resume action here to start the 2nd quarter with a 4th and 1 from Minico. The line of scrimmage just on the Emmett side of the field at the 49. The winner of this game will move on to play the winner of Bishop Kelly and Burley. All right, here we go, 4th and 1, and you can hear the crowd getting behind it. We are behind the Emmett crowd, and that's what you're going to hear mostly. Wayment around the right side has the 1st down and a whole lot more. And a big gain for Carson Wayment on 4th and 1.
I really like the decision here to do a quarterback keeper, because a lot of the time you'll see him just run right up the gut with the first back through, but they let the quarterback go.
19 yards on the run from Wayment, and we've got a penalty marker, and it's going to be offsides against Emmett. And 1st and 10 turns into 1st and 5 for Minico.
It's great to see some movement from Minico here. That they're starting to move the ball down the field.
On first down, right up the gut goes that Minico running game with Sonner Cranny. Gain of 4, second down and 1. Sonner Cranny again, right side, breaks a tackle, breaks another one. First down, Minico, as Sonner Cranny battles down to close to the 10-yard line. They'll knock him out at about the 11. First and 10, Minico from just outside the 10. They can still get a first down. Wayman to throw, the lefty to the corner of the end zone. Overshoots his man. Stimson, the intended receiver, and it will be second down.
I thought that was a really good call to go to the air there. That pretty much the story of the game has been on the ground and the battle in the trenches pretty much the entire game, but it was good to see Minico go to the air right there. And besides the one call that came back, that's the only other pass I've seen.
Second down and 10 for the Spartans. Wayman out of the gun. Sonner Cranny flanked to his right. Trips left. And Wayman pumped once, pulled it back, and found some room up the middle. Wayman to the end zone. Touchdown, Minico. 11-yard run by Wayman. And we are tied at 6.
And then there's that cannon.
And if you're not used to the cannon here at Minico, you have to kind of check yourself after the first one. just to make sure.
Make sure, you know. That was a heck of a play by Wayman. You saw him do the little pump fake over there and then just took it to the house. This is an excellent play.
Mario Alcaraz for the extra point. And this one would give Minico the lead. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 11:01 to go in the second quarter, Minico battles back and takes the lead 7-6. Well, when it comes to real estate in the Mini-Cassia and Magic Valley areas, Kearney Real Estate Team at Keller Williams is the first and only choice. Specializing in farm and ranch, residential, and commercial, they are excited to soon be coming to Rupert Square. The Kearney family has been part of Minico Athletics for 4 generations, and the Kearney Real Estate is proud to be the official real estate team of the Minico Spartans.
4 generations.
There's you know how you have towns that just have names and they just recycle because they just stay here forever. I mean, every town's got them.
Yep.
And that's one here in Minico. Well, the Spartans have taken the lead 7-6, opening moments, second quarter, and boy, was that needed for Minico. And here we go on the return for Emmett. And a nice return for the Huskies. That's going to be Carter. Kenyon Carter refusing to go down. Finally does. But a decent return to set up Emmett on this drive here early in the second quarter.
Man, you just love to see the attitude for both of these teams. They are just fighting and fighting. Being in a playoff game, it's very important to just be ready for it all, you know, and just awesome to see the physicality from both sides today.
First down, Emmett. From the 35 is where they will start this drive. Handoff, left side, that's Smith. Smith up to about the 40. Give him about 4 yards. Second down and 5 for Emmett. $10:25 to play, second quarter. Handoff right side. And that again was Quentin Smith, who just lost his footing.
Yeah, got a little tripped up there. He had a good push on the offensive line, but just couldn't keep his feet under him, and knee hit the ground, and they called it dead.
Gain of a couple, 3rd down, and about 5 for Emmett.
This Minico defense is coming alive right when they need it, too.
This would be a big stop for that Spartan defense. Scheibe right up the middle himself, breaks the tackle. Scheibe to the house he goes. Touchdown, Emmett. Scheibe. 59-yard touchdown run, and Emmett back out on top.
Wow. That is my mom's least favorite play, just to run right up the middle. But, I mean, it works sometimes, right? And he got that huge touchdown run just from running right up the middle. And it all starts with the offensive line creating those holes for him.
Absolutely right. Good push by that offensive line, and Scheibe broke a couple of tackles, got to the next level, and nobody was going to catch him. And the extra point this time is up and good by Alvarado. So with 9:35 to go, 2nd quarter action, Emmett regains the lead, 13-7. We'll keep it right here and visit some more of our GameStreams sponsors. The crew over at Magic Valley Tires Les Schwab in Rupert is committed to getting you back on the road safely. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952. Give them a call today at 208-436-5600 or stop by at 109 South 100 West in Rupert. Magic Valley Tires Les Schwab in Rupert is a proud supporter of Minico Spartan Athletics. And Banducci's Tanning and Espresso is a proud supporter of Emmett Athletics and wants to wish the boys good luck at state. Many thanks to all of our business partners, both in Emmett and in Rupert. Without their relationships with Idaho Sports, doesn't quite get the hometown feel. All right, the kick underway. And boy, some physical play down there on the return for Minico was Gonzalez, and he just lowered his shoulder pads and tried to run through a few Huskies before being lifted airborne. And now let's see what the response will be from Minico.
Yeah, and they had that really good drive the last time out. Really hoping to see another good drive like that from them.
I mean, this type of game is just ground and pound physical, maybe hit one over the top with some play action, but this is just going to be who can run the ball better. Sonner Cranny. Picks up 4, Minico staying with tempo. Second down. Sonner Cranny just got wrapped up at the ankles by Shane Daniels and limited the gain to just a yard. 3rd and 5 upcoming for Minico.
Keeping with the tempo.
Wayment out of the pistol, flanked to the right by Sonner Cranny. Wayment rolls to his right, looking to throw. And chucks it down the field, incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down. That was a tough little throw on the run from Wayment. And Minico unable to convert on 3rd down. Emmett forcing Sparty into another punt.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that the play design was to the right side, even though Wayment is a left-handed quarterback. Usually it's a lot easier to throw to the other side if you're a left-handed quarterback.
Sammy Howe, the junior, back to receive the kick for Emmett. And a fair catch called and went right through the hands of Howe. It's loose. Minico falls on the football muff, punt, and Sparty catches a break.
Wow. Right when, you're getting down on yourself, the offense is getting all sad about not getting a touchdown on that drive, the special teams unit bails them out. And more often than not, the special teams can decide the game. So great play there by the Minico special teams.
Well, you can't help but think on that last punt, remember the fair catch was called, and it was Sammy Howe back there called the fair catch, but misjudged the ball and it went behind him, right? Very similar to what just happened. Fair catch, misjudged the ball, went over his head but through his hands, and now Minico catches the first big break of the game. They've got the football just outside the red zone. Wayman. Screen back the other way, pass complete on that far side to number 28, Caden Fletcher.
I like to see the misdirection. Have him roll to the left and then throw it back the other way. Great design.
2nd down and 6 now. Sonner Cranny started left and then cut it right back up the middle, and he ran into a wall of Huskies. A whole bunch of Emmett players in on that one, led by number 7, Christian Sanchez, the senior.
There's probably some frustration on that defensive line. They thought they were done. They thought the offense was going to go out there, so they're hitting a little harder right now.
3rd down and a long 3. Wayman back to throw, steps up in the pocket, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Minico.
He just stood there after the catch. He was left wide open in the back of the end zone.
And the touchdown to Dominic Soto, the 6'7", 265-pound senior, big target. Hard to miss as he's standing in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, you can tell he just found him. I mean, being that big, easy guy to find.
And the extra point is good. And back and forth we go here in the first quarter. Minico regains the lead, 14-13, 7:31 to go before the break. We'll step away, be right back to Bill Matthews Field right after this.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
All right, back here at Minico High School, the back and forth continues here in the first half. 7:31 to go before the break. My name is Scott Burton, alongside Jesse Richens. And this has been a game that has really lived up to what we thought it was going to be. 2 evenly matched teams, and it was going to be who could be more physical and run the football better. And right now, that it could be anybody, because they both have shown the ability to push each other around. It came out in that first drive with Emmett just establishing some dominance on the line, and Minico responded. And since then, it has been punch and counterpunch here through the first half, and right now, a missed extra point is the difference as Minico holds on to that 14-13 lead. And now Emmett will have the football, 1st and 10 from the 20. Scheibe alone in the backfield. Little read option, and Scheibe goes right up the middle.
He's not done running.
He's not. He's not. He had the big touchdown run tackle made by Paxton Twiss, as Scheibe had that 59-yard touchdown run on the last possession for Emmett. Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd and 2.
I think he went to the sideline and said, "Hey, coach, let's do it again. I want to go score again with my legs."
Yeah, he's shown some speed. Scheibe again, same play, just to the opposite side. This time, Minico not fooled. In there for the Spartans, number 33, that's Daniel Larios. And no gain on the play, and an injured Emmett Husky on the field.
Yeah, his head got slammed down pretty hard on that play.
You know, this was an Emmett team that really was banged up for the first 4, maybe 5 games of the season. And as a result, they just were not showing what they're capable of. I mean, they didn't have a quarterback forever. And then they finally got Scheibe back, and people started to get healthy. And then this Emmett team just took off. And they have been playing some really good football since. And as they attend to the fallen Husky, it's hard for us to see who that is, and we certainly don't want to speculate. But with the injured player, that will give us a chance to step away. We'll be right back right after this.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Great photo, though.
That's poison ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news. Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
.642 to go before the break. The injured Emmett player was the quarterback, Ryder Scheibe. And he stayed down for quite a bit before he got to his feet and was helped off the field. Just really got his bell rung hard as on that tackle, the helmet bounced right off the turf. And so we'll see what happens with Scheibe. But for now, here goes Emmett into wildcat formation, and the direct snap this time goes to Brennan. And boy, what a blow for Emmett to lose their quarterback after playing the first 4 games without him. They get him back. Emmett starts to gel, and now he goes down here in the first playoff game. And, you know, he's walking around the sidelines, seems to be doing just fine, but with all the concussion protocols, they're going to have to examine him and make a decision as to whether or not he can return to this game. 4th down and a yard. Emmett stays on the field, and here comes the Husky tush push, if you will, and they get the first down and a little bit more. And the sticks move for the Huskies.
Yeah, and they just go, like you're saying, to that tush push, the Eagles' favorite play that gets them a couple yards every time they run it. And I think that's exactly what they needed after a blow like that.
They do. They just need to keep the offense moving the sticks. And right up the middle goes Brennan. So it's going to be Brennan and Smith running the show. So when Scheibe was in, Brennan and Smith would flank Scheibe to either side, and then any 3 of them could run the football. But now with Scheibe out, Brennan and Smith are standing back there tandem, kind of handling the quarterback position themselves. This is Smith. Smith runs right out of one arm tackle and then into the arms of Paxton Twiss. And it will bring up 3rd down and a yard for Emmett. 4:30. Clock is moving here. Second quarter. 14-13 Minico.
It's interesting to see. I mean, obviously with your quarterback out, you're going to have to change the game plan a little bit. And we'll see if they can throw some passing plays into here.
3rd down and a yard. And that's going to be a 4th down for Emmett as Brennan keeps the football. And the chains move as the line of scrimmage now approaching midfield, just on the Emmett side of the field at the 49.
It's good to see the response from Emmett, staying physical despite what has happened. They're staying physical on the offensive line.
And this is Brennan turning the corner left side, down that far sideline, and a big gain for Brennan as he's run out of bounds near the 25-yard line of the Minico Spartans.
Man, just like we were saying, they're still getting that push, and it's awesome to see him get to the outside, turn the corner, and just outrun anyone that was there. Great gain of yards there.
3:39 to play before the break. Emmett on the move at the Minico 25, 1st down. This is Smith, takes the handoff from Brennan and runs right into Paxton Twiss. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 upcoming. Clock continues to move. 3 minutes and change to go before the half.
We really do have a stalemate in the trenches, don't we? It is just back and forth, exchanging blows.
And we've got a timeout on the field taken by Minico. We'll take one as well. Be right back to Minico High School. This is IdahoSports.com.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Back here at Minico High School, 2nd down and 4 for the Huskies. Moving the football in Minico territory. Smith! Big tackle that time by Anderson Osterhout. And a loss on the play brings up 3rd down and long for Emmett.
And you can see the struggle starting to seep through for Emmett as they have to run the ball a lot right now because they're missing their quarterback, which, I mean, Minico can keep their playbook pretty small, expecting the run.
And this is Smith trying to get to the outside and turn the corner. And a good hustle play defensively by Minico and Paxton Twist, who's been all over this drive for the Spartan defense. It'll bring up 4th down now in a long 2. And this is a big momentum play as we approach 2 minutes to go in the half. 4th and 2 from the Minico 18-yard line. Brennan up the middle, has the 1st down. Twist finally brings him down, but the sticks will move for Emmett.
Man, it is just pound and pound and pound that football right now, and they're getting the yards that they need and the yards that they want right now. It's really working.
All the way down to the 8-yard line go the Huskies. 1st and goal, Emmett. Trailing it by 1, 14-13, under 2 minutes to play in the half. Smith, left side, and not a whole lot happening there for Smith. In on the tackle was Soto. And we've got a timeout taken by Emmett. 1:32 to play before the break. Well, you know, we talked a little bit about they're playing offensively because when they've got everybody healthy and everybody committed to being physical and they got their quarterback back, this team, like I mentioned, three-year starters on this football team for Emmett. And they're better, and people talked about this when the brackets were released. Emmett coming in at a 10 seed, or they're a better than a 10 seed. Yeah. You know, they're that kind of that misleading team that is better than their seed and better than their record, and we can talk more about that later. Back to the action, 1:32 to go. 2nd down and goal for Emmett. Brennan inside the 5 and stops short of the goal line. It'll be 3rd down and goal for Emmett. And it looks like they got him down right around the 6-yard line. So 3rd and goal for Emmett from the 6. Clock continues to move. 1 minute to play before the break. Huskies, 3rd down and goal from the 6. Little bunch formation. Handoff. Smith just trying to pick his way through traffic. Legs are churning, but Minico not having any of it. First man there for the Spartans.
Great job at just getting there and stopping the run right where it started.
Yeah, there was a loss on the play, loss of 1, which pushes the line of scrimmage back to the 7-yard line. And so with 4th and goal from the 7, Emmett lets the clock run down to about 12 seconds before they call a timeout and make for this 4th and goal. Huge play upcoming for Emmett and for Minico as well. I mean, this is the type of play that just carries momentum with it into the locker room.
Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, Emmett, I think they're controlling the clock really well here, not giving Minico a chance to get back onto the field and score before the half ends. And there definitely won't be enough time. I mean, unless you get a good old Hail Mary, you know. But, but yeah, Emmett has been just pushing forward.
Well, around the state, there are a ton of playoff games going on right now. Bishop Kelly on top of Burley at the moment, 21-6. And that's a matchup of 15 versus 2. All right, here we go. Big play for both of these teams. It's 4th and goal for Emmett from the 7. 12 seconds to go before the half. The Huskies trailing it by 1. Brennan to throw to the end zone. Incomplete. And Spartan defense holds. They were trying to find Lincoln Thane, I believe, is who it was in the corner.
I liked the play call, just couldn't execute it in the end. Great defensive play by Minico.
So the Spartans will most likely take a knee here.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I
vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Former regional champ and back in training.
That's commitment.
Ow.
Tough start. This is not as easy as it used to be, folks.
And she's off, obviously pushing through some pain.
Every muscle is begging her to stop. How's she?
Is a proud partner of IdahoSports.com and an ideal way to save for college. Did you know it only takes $25 to start an ideal 529 savings? Can be found online. Please read carefully before investing. idsaves.org. Go save for college and go Idaho student athletes.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
MyQuit.com or text StartMyQuit to 36072.
Dear Detour, you asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Toyota. Let's go places.
To 13 over the Emmett Huskies, a missed extra point, the difference. And Jesse, this is the game that we thought we would see, and it has really lived up to the hype because we knew both of these teams coming in were going to be physical. They're going to want to run the football, and it was just going to be about who was tougher. And right now, I mean, it's anybody's game, as both of these teams have shown the ability to run the ball, to make defensive stops, and to be physical.
Yeah, and like you said, it's really just been a stalemate to this point, and like you said, it could go anyone's way. Both sides have just been absolutely physical in this game and just figure out a way to win.
Well, let's recap the scoring really quick. In the first quarter, at the 6:58 mark, it was Emmett, and it was a commanding drive for the Huskies. It was their first possession of the game after forcing a 3-and-out. Moved to the second quarter, and it was Minico. 11-yard run by Carson Wayment, and 7-6 Minico with the extra point. 9:35 to go, and here's where the back and forth all started. Scheibe, a 59-yard run, and the extra point is good. 13-7 Emmett, but Minico strikes back at the 7:30 mark. 11-yard pass, Wayment to Soto. The extra point is good. 14-13, and then right before the half, Emmett had a chance on the last play, or second to last play rather, before the break. A 4th and goal from the 7. Minico defensively comes up with the big stop and turns Emmett away. Now, Emmett is going to get the football to start the second half, and that proves to be a huge stop for Minico, because whenever you head towards a break, you have opportunities to get a 2-for-1. And Emmett almost had that perfect scenario where they scored right before the half and then get the ball in the third quarter and that could have been huge. But Minico knows it, and so they came up with a huge stop, and here we are, 14-13 at the break.
Yeah, no, definitely props to the defense of the Spartans. Stopping Emmett from scoring, like you said, it would have been huge to go for 2-for-1 for Emmett. And unfortunately, they had that injury to Scheibe. We have yet to hear if he'll be returning for the second half. We haven't heard back yet, but we'll see on this opening drive if he's out there. If not, their game plan is definitely going to have to change a little bit, because as we saw in their last drive, they didn't score, and partly because they were missing their quarterback. So we'll see what they come back and do here.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll keep an eye on that situation. It does change things a little bit, but, for Emmett, they are run-dominating football team, as both of these teams put up incredible rushing numbers on the season. For Minico, they average 245 rushing yards a game, and you think that's good? Emmett averaging 271 rushing yards a game. Both of these offenses average over 100 yards passing to go with that. It's just a very efficient balance between physical and throwing when you need to. And these teams, with the exception of Minico's tempo game, really are mirror images of each other.
Yeah, no, that's just perfect brand of football, just like you were saying. Just a lot of rushing yards. Like you said, they're averaging well over 200 rushing yards a game, plus the passing yards. It's great to see them opening up the passing game with the rushing. And it's a perfect formula for a perfect football game.
Yeah, it really is. We are just seconds away from resuming action here in the third quarter from Minico High School. And it's a very chilly night here at Minico.
Windy, too.
It's a little breezy, and, it's that time of year where football's that strange animal where you start in 100-degree weather, and by the time you finish, you feel like you're in the dead of winter. And the season is definitely changing.
Yeah, Mother Nature isn't going to back down just because we want to play some football. It's going to be cold no matter what.
Well, they just put 3 more minutes back up on the clock as the Spartans just now took the field. So with 3 minutes to go before the action resumes in the third, we'll step away, take a break, and be right back after this.
Aww. Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Great photo, though.
That's poison ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone.
Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa. I loved it. Thank you.
College costs money.
I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho.
Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Back here at Minico High School, Scott Burton alongside Jesse Richens. We are set and ready to go in this second half. 14-13 is your score. The winner to advance and play the winner of Bishop Kelly and Burley. That game going on right now in Boise. And last count, it was 21-6. Bishop Kelly, the number 2 seed, leading Burley, the number 15 seed. Minico, the number 7 seed, leading here at the break. 14-13 over the number 10 seed, the Emmett Huskies. Now, Emmett's going to get the football to start the second half. And we'll see Emmett on their first drive here momentarily after being turned away right before the break on 4th and goal from the 7. And here we go on the return. And Sammy Howe gets it out across the 20 to about the 26-yard line, and that's where Emmett will take over. A couple of scores from around the state. In 4A, Shelley and Skyview in the third quarter are tied at 14, and Sandpoint leads Bonneville 7-0. Early action there. And it's still going to be Smith and Brennan running the show in the backfield. Brennan lost the football, but scooped it right back up on the big hit from Larios. Now, we talked about Scheibe getting knocked out of that game, and he is not returned, although Scheibe is down on the sidelines with his helmet on. With all the concussion protocol that comes along with a head injury, I'd be surprised if we did see him back in there tonight.
Yeah, I would be absolutely shocked if he was able to come back in.
So it's going to be Brennan and Smith. This is Brennan and Minico there defensively. Larios again. And nowhere to go. Brings up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, that was just a great defensive play. Great penetration by that defensive line just to shoot right through and, again, just end that play right where it started. And we're seeing the troubles for the offense as they are missing their quarterback.
You know, and even though Emmett is not a throwing team per se, it's just the presence of having your quarterback there and the option to throw and another runner if needed. 3rd down and long for Emmett. Smith, left side, breaks a tackle, has the first down. Out to the 45-yard line, and the sticks move again for Emmett.
Man, I just love to see the dedication to running the football. You know, they know they're good at running the football, and they're just going to keep doing it as long as it's working.
Well, it's where you just put it on your line and say, you better open up some holes here and be tougher than the man in front of you.
Promise them a pizza afterward or something.
Yeah, see, high school promises pizza, the NFL promises Rolexes, right? This is Smith, legs a-churning. Larios and Twist combine on the tackle. Soto is there as well. Gain of 2, 2nd down. Early moments here, 3rd quarter action. Second down and 8 for Emmett. Brennan handling the majority of the play calling. And Brennan hands off to Smith. Smith gets right behind his big offensive lineman and gets a nice gain. He just got right on the tail of Sam Buck and picked up about 5 or 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and short. 3rd and 3 upcoming now for Emmett.
You know, we've talked so much about this offensive line opening up holes for these running backs, but got to give credit to these running backs. They just keep on running. They never give up.
From the Minico 49, it's 3rd and 3. High snap. Brennan just pulls it down and keeps it. Runs into twists, but that should be enough for a first down. Needed 3, got 4. The chains move. The drive continues for Emmett, and the Emmett faithful seated right in front of us. You can hear them cheering on the Huskies. First down, 8:40 to play, 3rd quarter.
I think that play was a perfect example of how well this offensive line is holding up. There was a kind of a mishap in the backfield with the football, but they still had all the room in the world to run.
And there's another mishap, and Brennan just has to fall on it. As the shotgun snap got away from Brennan. And the loss of about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Pushes the line of scrimmage back into Husky territory at the 48.
Huge loss, especially when you have to keep running the football.
2nd down and 17. Brennan trying to pick his way through traffic. There for Minico was Tucker Arthur. Pickup of maybe 5 on the play. 3rd down and 12 upcoming for Emmett. 7:30 to play, 3rd quarter.
It's fun to see these guys almost seek out the contact sometimes. He had some room to the outside, but he knows sometimes you can get some more yardage if you just kind of, shove your way through the defensive line.
Yeah, none of these guys are afraid of lowering the shoulder and taking a hit or delivering one themselves. 3rd and long. And another bobbled snap. Brennan just has to pick it up and make the most of it. And Minico swarming defensively. Comes up with the stop. Off the bottom of the mile for Minico was Nate Wayment. And that forces a 4th and 12 in a punting situation. And really on that last drive towards the end, it was just the inability to handle the snaps that got Emmett in trouble.
Yeah, and that's another thing that comes with losing your starting quarterback is the chemistry between the center and whoever is receiving the ball.
And the left-footed kicker, Sanchez. And we've got a muff on the other end, and it looks like Minico falls on it. They do. Boy, dodged a bullet, did Sparty. Emmett nearly came away with it. It was Wayman back there that saves the day momentarily for Minico. That could have been disaster.
That would have been the absolute worst-case scenario for Minico. And again, it's the special teams. That probably would have been a great time to call a fair catch. I mean, but.
Well, we saw it in the first half on a muff punt from Emmett that led to a Minico touchdown. Yeah. And now Minico from their own 22, 1st and 10. And nowhere to go for Wayman. Carson Wayman, the quarterback, the 6'1" senior. Maybe managed a yard. 2nd down and 9. And here we go with the workhorse, Sonner Cranny, trying to find some room around that outside. And boy, great pursuit by Emmett defensively. Limits Sonner Cranny to about a 3-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 5, maybe 6. Wayman to throw, the lefty going deep. Looking for Stimson, and he's got him. What a throw by Wayman. Dropped it right in the bucket, and a huge gain for Minico.
Man, and that's what the running game does for you. It really opens up the passing game, and because those corners come down to play a little bit tighter to try and help stop the run. and he's just able to blow by him and get wide open.
Well, the speed of Stimson, we have seen him get behind the defense a couple of times, and none bigger than that one on the huge play by the senior. 7 touchdowns for Riker Stimson, 613 yards on the season. That one was big. And then on first down, Emmett gets a tackle for loss, 2nd down and 11 for Minico. Wayman to throw. Has to pull it down, tries to get something going, and then fires it incomplete before he reaches the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 11 upcoming now for Minico.
Yeah, and I thought that was a really good decision by Wayman to, I mean, he had the guy open in the middle. It wasn't one of those dangerous throwaways where you're scared you're going to throw an interception. It was a good decision by Wayman. But yeah, big play coming up right here.
Third down and 11. Wayman alone in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left and 2 to his right. Wayman looks to his right, under pressure, fires it downfield, incomplete. Boy, the pressure from Emmett caused all sorts of problems for Wayman, and now it is 4th down in the backfield. For Emmett was Daniels, and 4th and 11 in kind of one of those no-man land areas where you can punt it away, play some field position, or take a chance. But with 11 yards to gain, I think that pretty much makes the decision. 4th and anything between 6-7 yards, you might think about it.
Yeah, just a little bit too long.
And the rugby kicker gets it away. Nobody back to return for Emmett, as they've had their own issues returning punts. And now the Huskies will take over with 4:53 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 14-13 is your score. Minico on top.
And this is a perfect opportunity for Emmett to come out and take the lead. Their defense really showed up and stopped Minico from scoring, and it's exactly what Emmett needed. They're going to have to go down and get a score to take the lead here.
Well, and it was a great stop because Minico stole a little bit of momentum on that long pass from Wayman to Stimson.
Yeah, it's always those big plays.
And off left side with the carry is Lincoln Thane for the Huskies. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Emmett might start to think about throwing some play action in here. It's getting pretty predictable for Minico on the defensive side. They could probably put all eight guys in the box to stop the run.
And here comes Smith trying to turn the corner, and he does, right side. Boy, look at the speedster go. He's loose down the sideline, inside the 30. Wayman giving chase. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Emmett. Oh, my. Quentin Smith.
Man, and way to prove me wrong. Here I am talking about the play action game, and they run some misdirection and get that huge rushing touchdown. Man, that was quite a run. I mean, once he got to the corner, no one was catching him.
Unofficially 75 yards for Smith on the touchdown run. And boy, did the speedster turn it on. And Emmett regains the lead. And the extra point is no good. But a huge play by Emmett And the Huskies are back out on top at the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. It's Emmett 19, Minico 14. We'll be right back.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Great photo, though.
That's poison ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news. Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone.
Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Back here at Minico High School, Scott Burton alongside Jesse Richens. It's 19-14. Emmett, boy, on the huge run from Smith. That's the second touchdown of the night for Smith. And Emmett back out on top. And now a little squib kick, trying to catch Minico napping on the right side. The ball is loose. It's picked up this time by Garner, who tries to turn the corners. There was a big pile. The ball scooted out, and Garner picked it up and tried to make something happen. And Minico, boy, nearly caught napping on the onside kick from Emmett.
Yeah, and there's still a little discussion going on. Emmett Emmett really thinks they got the ball here, but yeah, yep, the official just called it Minico. Fell on the ball. Yeah, they almost caught him sleeping there.
Boy, and it was just a fortunate bounce of the football for Minico, and the Emmett fans are fired up.
That's the fun thing about a football. It bounces wherever it wants.
From the 43, first down, handoff. Sonner Cranny turns around right side and run out of bounds as he as across the 45 to about the 46. Gain of a couple.
Still some hurry up.
Sonner Cranny again, nowhere to go. Emmett in the backfield immediately. The first man there for the Huskies was Lucas Briscoe, the senior, and then was joined by a bunch of friends in a big loss on the play. Third and long upcoming for Minico.
Yeah, it's just that penetration on the defensive line that we've been talking about. They're just finding the holes or just fighting through those offensive linemen.
Third down and 10, Weymouth to throw. Has time, going up top again. And we're going to have a flag, and this is going to be holding, as again it was Stimson showing the speed down the left side as he got around his defender, and just reaching out and grabbing some jersey was Alder. And they're going to get Emmett with the penalty.
Yeah, and it looked like he'd overthrown him, but probably because of the holding, he didn't get to the ball.
Yeah, we've seen Stimson, Riker Stimson, show a little speed on a few occasions tonight, and it's really been a play that Minico can go back to
whenever they need a big one.
First down, Minico. Swing out into the flat is complete to Sonner Cranny.
And going back to that deep play, it's really interesting to see Weymouth and his accuracy on those deep passes. It's not easy.
Now, he really has been quite accurate. Weymouth keeps it himself, finds some room right side, and run out of bounds near the 30. And that will be another Minico first down.
I think Minico kind of has Emmett right where they want him right now, kind of on their heels. They don't know what's coming, left or right up the middle, or even a pass.
Trips left. Handoff, Sonner Cranny breaks one tackle and another, loose down the sidelines, and then a shoestring tackle near the 15. Saves the day, and that was Walker.
Man, just like I was saying, just getting to the outside, finding those openings, and setting up a run with the pass and setting up the pass with the run. Everything's been working really well for Minico on this drive.
First down, Minico.
Whole
Look at that!
shift.
Look at that shift. Now it's student body right. Wayment inside the 10. He goes.
That's always something nice you can do there. The little shift kind of throws off the defense, leaves them wondering. But, I mean, good job by Emmett. They kind of stayed focused there and made the tackle.
Yeah, line of scrimmage now is the 9. And it looks like they can still get a first down.
Just barely.
Wayment, right side, picking his way through traffic. Touchdown, Minico. 9-yard touchdown run by Wayment. And Minico back out on top.
We were just talking about how they could have gotten a first down, but heck, why not just go get a touchdown, you know? That was a great outside run by Wayment. It's been so fun to see these quarterbacks just using their legs a lot. It's really fun to watch. They're going for 2.
Yeah, they are. Looks like they might have done the swing and gate. But Emmett denies Minico the 2-point conversion. As it was Paxton Twist in the backfield trying to get around that right side. But Minico takes the lead on the 9-yard run by Wayment. They lead it 20-19. 1:51 to go in the third quarter. We'll keep it right here. Lee's Furniture, Floors, and More has one of the largest selections of furniture and floor coverings in the Magic Valley. Always in stock and ready for same-day delivery. Whether you're decorating your new home, updating your current home, or shopping for that special someone, Lee's is the place to shop for all of your flooring and furniture needs. Visit their store at 459 Overland in Burley for the harvest sale going on right now. 40% off all furniture and mattresses. Lee's Furniture, Floors, and More is a proud supporter of all the local athletes. $151 to go. Third quarter, 20-19 Minico in this back and forth punch and counter punch game. The Spartans will kick it off. And here comes Sammy Howe. Howe to about the 35-yard line, and now Emmett will have the football.
Yeah, this is a big drive coming up for Emmett. I mean, we're going to say it time and time again, just because this game is such a stalemate, every drive is going to be a big one because it's just been punch, counter punch the entire way, and they're going to want to go down and score, being down 19-20. Let's see what kind of drive they put together here.
First down for Emmett, trailing it now by 1. That is Brennan just kind of hopping over some bodies at the line of scrimmage before being driven backwards by Twist.
That's just great awareness and athleticism to see the guys on the ground, hop over them a little bit, and still keep those legs going and having some guys hitting you and running at you.
Give him 5 on that first down carry. And it's 2nd and 5. Brennan takes the snap and gets close to that first down. Takes a big hit from Twist, who's been all over the place.
Very close to the first down.
And it looks like they're going to mark him just short. It'll be 3rd and less than a yard for Emmett.
I mean, you're getting a great push here. I wouldn't be surprised if they just run it right up the middle again right here.
20 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
See if they just let it run down.
Third down, less than a yard. Handoff. That's going to be Smith, and he jumps over the pile and has the first down. And that should be the end of the third quarter of play. The clock winds down. It strikes zeros. And 3 quarters in the books here at Minico in this back and forth battle between the number 10 Emmett Huskies and the number 7 Minico Spartans. 12 minutes to go. It's a 1-point game. We'll be back to Minico right after this.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Great photo, though.
That's poison ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news. Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone.
Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a...
Back here at Minico, 1st and 10, Emmett. And on the carry that time was Thane, ahead for about 3 or 4 yards. 2nd down as we move into Minico territory. Line of scrimmage, the 49-yard line.
You know, we're kind of in a weird area of the game where, like you said, there's 11 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. And you don't want to take too much time off just because of how dangerous Minico's offense has been. So you kind of have to be quick here in scoring so you can leave yourself some time to score as well if you're Emmett.
This is Smith, right side. Gang tackled by the Spartans. And it was Anderson Osterhout leading the way for Minico. 3rd down and 3 from the Spartan 46-yard line. Opening moments here of the 4th and final period. Minico on top 20-19. Here we go, 3rd and 3. Brennan takes the snap right up the middle, lowers the shoulder, and will be close. William Nielsen, the 6'1 junior linebacker for Minico, was the one to greet Brennan before help arrived, and he was able to hold him up just enough to keep him short of that 1st down marker. So 4th and 1. Coming up now for Emmett from the Minico 44. They trail it by 1, 20-19. Under 10 minutes to play. Plenty of time, but an important 4th down upcoming for Emmett. Brennan up the middle. He's got the 1st down. Breaks a tackle. Brennan on the run, far side. Minico giving chase. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Emmett. That is, again, a 4th and short, 3rd and short that turns into a home run. We've seen Emmett do it before, as Scheibe did it in the 2nd quarter, and now Brennan does it here in the 4th.
It always seems to be coming from those short situations. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense as Minico's just trying to stop him at the line. but kind of leaving the back end open. And, I mean, we just saw it. What a run and what a score. And I think they're staying on to go for 2.
And it's the right call because that put them up by 5. The 2-point conversion, if successful, will put them up by 7. Brennan to the corner of the end zone. Got it. 2-point conversion is good, and that one is huge. 9:28 to go, fourth quarter, and the 46-yard touchdown run by Brennan has put Emmett back out on top. 2-point conversion good, and it's 27-20 Emmett.
Man, you just gotta love this playoff football atmosphere right now. Both teams are fighting for their lives. These guys don't want to stop playing football, but they want to continue to the next round and keep playing.
When it comes to real estate in the Mini-Cassia and Magic Valley areas, Kearney Real Estate Team at Keller Williams is the first and only choice. Specializing in farm and ranch, residential, and commercial, they are excited to soon be coming to Rupert Square. The Kearney family has been part of Minico Athletics for 4 generations, and the Kearney Real Estate is proud to be the official real estate team of the Minico Spartans. And Banducci's Tanning and Espresso is a proud supporter of Emmett Athletics and wants to wish the boys good luck at state. Well, Emmett, to kick it off, they have just regained the lead again, 27-20. And Minico on the return far side. And there is some heavy hitting going on down there, and it's been like that all game long. And we'll see what Minico has for an answer as they take over from their own 39-yard line.
You know, you say that there's been a lot of big hits going on, and there really have been. But props to these two teams. There hasn't been any, unsportsmanlike conduct going on. They're very respectful for one another.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a physical game, but it's been a clean game. And Wayman on the carry that time out of bounds after a gain of 5.
We'll see if they keep pounding the football to open up the pass. Possible big play.
Wayman, left side again. Just kind of stutter stepping before running out of bounds across midfield. And that's going to be a first down for Minico.
I mean, it looked like the play they just ran the play before. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix, right?
That's right. Just kind of matriculating right up the field. Here we go again. Here comes Wayman. Wayman, boy, nearly broke it, holding on to his shoestrings. For Emmett was number 24. That's Shane Daniels with a big tackle, but a big gain for Wayman. It's second down and 2 after that 8-yard pickup. Sonner Cranny left side has the first down, breaks a tackle, and nearly got free, and there was nobody stopping him had Coburn not made the stop. First down, Minico. 8:40 to play.
It's been really fun to see how creative both teams get with the running game, giving it to multiple runners.
Wayman keeps it himself. I don't know if you could hear that, but we have some pretty witty banter going on in front of us with the Emmett crowd.
Some pretty passionate fans.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. It's Sonner Cranny. And now we're going to go up top again, looking for Stimpson. Has he got it? The officials haven't said anything yet. Touchdown, Minico. You had to think they were going to come back to Stimpson at some point, as that play has been huge for Minico. And the touchdown pass from Wayman to Stimpson, and Minico was an extra point away from tying it up.
We're sorry about the view. It's kind of out of view of even us, but that was a great throw, great catch to put him back up on top.
And the big extra point to tie it up is good. Boy, what an answer from Minico. 7:58 to go, fourth quarter. We are tied at 27. We'll be back.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho.
Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
$7:58 to go, fourth quarter, and we are tied at 27. Scott Burton alongside Jesse Richens, and we have got a great high school football game between two evenly matched teams. Minico and Emmett have not disappointed. It has been back and forth all night. No team has scored twice in a row, and neither team can shake the other. Well, 7:54 to decide who moves on.
Yeah, and we were discussing that. No team scored twice in a row, which is a crazy stat, but it definitely tells the story of the game so far. Just an absolute shootout. I think everyone loves to see this, except for the defensive coordinators, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Every team has, or every time one of these teams has made a big play, the other has had an answer. And now it's Emmett's turn for an answer. Smith, right side, tripped up by Anderson Osterhout. Short gain on the play. It'll be second down. 7:40 to play.
Emmett has been so good. I mean, both teams have been so good running the football. It almost seems like it's getting to that time where you just run the clock down as much as you possibly can and see if you can be the last person to score. Now, there's still 7:20 left in the game, but, I mean, a lot of running plays can run a lot of time.
Well, we've seen a lot of big plays out of the running game. Brennan keeps it himself, legs a churning, everybody's pushing each other. Still no whistle, and the scrum continues. Boy, they let that one go on a little bit longer than I thought they would.
Just all 22 players down there in a skirmish.
And it really was. And as a result, they got a couple of extra yards out of it. 3rd down and 2 upcoming.
Yeah, and I think they're just going to continue to go back to the well. They're probably just going to run it right up the middle again here. It's always on these short yardage plays that they're blowing it up a little bit.
3rd down and 2 for Emmett. Big drive. Smith. He's going to be close. Anderson Osterhout, the first one there, and I don't think he got it.
No, the officials are holding up the fist. That means 4th down, and this is a kind of a big decision.
It really is. This is a huge decision right now. 4th and a yard at their own 35-yard line. Does Emmett put it in the hands of their big offensive line and say, get us a yard? 4th and a yard for the Huskies. And we're going to have a penalty flag, and that might force Emmett to kick it away.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt here.
False start against the Huskies, and that penalty was huge.
Yeah, that's the one thing that just cannot happen on the tush push. You cannot have a false start, otherwise it's just going to completely ruin the play. Yeah, they're going to have to bring out the punt team and give the ball right back to Minico with 5:38 left.
Kicking away for Emmett is Christian Sanchez. And the punt muffed. It's loose. Who's got it? Emmett football. Haas Davis comes away with it, and boy, has the punting game been a story tonight.
We were saying it earlier, more often than not, special teams can decide the game, and that may have just been the biggest play yet. Trouble here in Minico.
The Huskies get the break, 5:27 to play in a tie ball game. And now Emmett will have the football at the 40-yard line of Minico. Smith, right side. Down to about the 40.
Wow, you can kind of feel a momentum shift in the stadium right now. Minico was all excited on their sideline, but I mean, of course, turnovers are major momentum killers.
Boy, you hear special teams makes a huge difference, and that really has been a big story tonight, as it has led to a couple of scores, and it's just been miscues on special teams. 2nd down and 8. Brennan lowers the shoulder and tries to barrel his way through that Minico defense. Nate Wayman, the 6'4" junior, leading the way for Sparty on that play. 4:30 to go. Clock continues to run. Now Emmett, if they can move the sticks a couple of times, can make this perhaps the final drive of the game. We'll see.
That's definitely exactly what they're trying to do, because they've been going tempo the entire game, and now you can see them huddling up.
Well, now they're faced with 3rd down and a long 5. Handoff, Smith, right side, and he's swept up by that Minico defense. Twist was there. Arthur was there. And now Emmett is faced with another huge decision. 4th down. Do they play the field position game, or do they roll the dice with 3:35 to go? I wouldn't be surprised to see Emmett take a timeout here as the clock continues to run. 3:30. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to run the clock down as much as they can and then call timeout and make the decision.
And timeout Huskies. 3:17 on the clock. We are tied at 27. And when we return, it will be a huge 4th down for Emmett. We'll be right back.
We're Valley-wide Cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Back here at Minico High School, here is the play of the night. 4th and 6 for the Huskies. 3:17 to go. Tie ball game. Brennan to throw. He's got a man. It's complete to number 9 for Emmett. That is Haas Davis. And just when ground and pound has been getting it done, the Huskies take to the air.
That is just crazy. They have been running the ball over and over and over again. And, I mean, they took that timeout for a reason, and it was to draw up that perfect pass play across the middle of the field.
And have their quarterback, who really isn't their quarterback, fire a strike on 4th down. And now Emmett can really work that clock. 2:40 to play, clock is running, and it's a 1st down for Emmett. Handoff Smith, nowhere to go. Valdez, the first one there for Minico.
Timeout.
And timeout taken by Minico. So now, as we try to work the clock, Minico has to think, well, man, if we can stop the clock, if we can get a stop, we may get the football back. Now, we haven't seen a whole lot that resembles a kicking game from either one of these teams. So you have to think that unless they are right there, this is going to be 4th down territory and touchdown city. But, you know, right now it's the clock that becomes the issue. 2:35 to go. We're tied at 27. Right now, Emmett's in the driver's seat. They have the football 2nd down and 9, just inside the red zone. Minico has to think, man, we have got to get some stops, use our timeouts wisely, and try to put this thing to overtime.
Yeah, I think if you're Minico, if you can force Emmett to a 4th down, that is the best case scenario right here.
And that's exactly, I think, what Minico's going to try to do, and couple that with stopping the clock on their timeouts. Let's see what happens. 2nd down and 9 for Emmett. Brennan, right side. Minico there defensively as a host of Spartans combine on the stop, and we've got another timeout taken by Minico. 2:26 to play. Well, that'll give us a chance to visit some of our GameStreams sponsors. AMI Supply provides agricultural and industrial equipment and tools for the Burley area. Their friendly staff will help you find the tools you need for any project, and they guarantee you will be satisfied with their service. Call them today at 208-678-4632 or stop in at 719 Overland Avenue in Burley. AMI is a huge supporter of Minico student athletes and very proud of their football team. AMI Supply is cheering on the Minico Spartans in tonight's game. And for over 50 years, Overhead Door Company of Nampa has been serving Nampa and surrounding communities. Since 1961, homeowners, contractors, and businesses have relied on Overhead Door Company for all aspects of garage door installation, repair, and service. Overhead Door is a proud supporter of all area athletes. All right, here we go back to the action. It is a huge 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 for Emmett. Brennan to throw again, and misfires on that pass as he had a man open. It was Wayman in coverage as the pass was intended for Mason. And now it's 4th down, and this is exactly what Minico needed to do, is to get Emmett into that 4th down by using their timeouts and leave some time on the clock. 2:23 remain at the moment. Emmett faced with 4th down and 9 from the 19. Brennan takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw, has to step up as he's in trouble. Slips one tackle and down to the 10. It's going to be close. And he comes up short. Minico defensively makes the stop they needed.
Just like you said, that's exactly what Minico was looking for, and the defense showed up, and they got that stop. Perfect timing for Minico, and they still have a timeout left thanks to the incomplete pass.
That is the second big stop by that Minico defense. If you recall, in the first half, right before the break, Emmett had it 4th and goal from the 7 with 12 seconds to play, and Minico came up with the stop then. And here we are in the waning moments of the game, tied at 27. Their defense does it again. Now Minico will have a chance. Wayman to throw, has to step it up as he's running for his life and finally goes out of bounds. Defensively for Emmett, it was Thane that was given chase. And Wayman out of bounds, stops the clock, 2:06 to play.
Did they give him a yard? Or?
And maybe a yard at best on the play. It'll be second down. Wayman bobbles the snap and now has to pick it up and swallow it. And down he goes in a sea of white, led by Christian Sanchez.
And I think we're getting a timeout from Emmett. Now it's their turn.
Exactly right. Now it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 upcoming for Minico. As this was a disastrous possession or start to a possession for Minico after the defensive stop, and now Emmett has a chance with plenty of time on the clock. 1:57 to play. A complement of timeouts in their pocket, and Emmett might get the football back. We'll see how it plays out. One more time to our GameStream sponsors. Go to biginsurance.com and you can quote your home and auto and find out if your current carrier is competitive. At biginsurance.com, you can quote Allstate, Auto Owner, Safeco, United Heritage, Farmers Alliance, Progressive, and Travelers. Rate your own insurance or just request biginsurance.com to do it. Biginsurance.com for your home, auto, life, business, and health insurance needs. Well, here we go again. A big down for both of these teams. Down and 12, maybe 13. And they're not going to get anywhere close with that one. Sonner Cranny bottled up by that Emmett defense.
No timeout.
And it will be 4th down.
Looks like they're saving the timeout for the offense.
And the clock will continue to run. Each team with 1 timeout left. And they are going to save that timeout for the offense.
Looks like Minico might use theirs right before the time runs out.
1:10 to play, clock moving. Minico sprinting out from the sideline. And there's the flag, and I think we've got to delay a game. There was a little confusion over on that Minico sideline as the play clock was rolling, and Minico stayed over on the sideline, and they came running out trying to get to the line of scrimmage, but by the time they got there, the flag had been thrown, and now the officials are talking to the Minico coaching staff, trying to provide an explanation.
Yeah, I don't understand what the confusion would have been, because you know you were going to punt it here.
Sherm Blaser not happy with what he was told, turns around and retreats back to the sideline.
And they called delay a game.
And now it will be Minico punting out of the shadow of their own goalpost. Valdez stands about 8 yards deep in his own end zone. And at midfield is the return man. Valdez gets it away. And not be returned. And for Emmett, that's probably the best thing that you could do is stay away from that punt, because it has been nothing but disaster on punt return for Emmett tonight. And now the Huskies, with 1:03 to play and 1 timeout in their pocket, will have the football and a chance to win it in this tie ball game. They'll take over 1st and 10 from the Minico 43.
It makes you wonder with how little time there is if they will have to depend on their field goal kicker. Leaving it to the special teams once again.
Here we go, first down. Brennan to his right, looking to throw. A little dump pass complete. With the catch is Davis, who's played a role here late in the fourth quarter. Gain of about 5. Clock continues to run, approaching 45 seconds. Hurry up offense for Emmett. They get to the line of scrimmage. And here goes Brennan, left side, student body left, stays in bounds. And where did he get tackled? He got tackled out of bounds after he picks up the first down. Boy, that was a little dangerous on his part. But managed to sidestep one Minico defender, get to the outside, pick up the first down, and go out of bounds with 33 seconds to go.
I was a little surprised when he cut back to the inside. But like you said, he got out of bounds.
And a bobbled snap, and Emmett is in trouble, and they're going to have to burn that timeout. So Emmett will use their final timeout with 28 seconds to go on another bobbled snap. Really, there's been two things that Emmett has struggled with tonight. It's been the occasional snap, and it hasn't been a bad snap. They just haven't handled it. And then the punt returns. Those two things have really been the only weak link in the arsenal of this Emmett Husky football team that has been solid. They've been physical, and they've answered every challenge that Minico has thrown at them. And now they're faced with second down and 15 with 28 seconds to go and no timeouts.
Yeah, that's just a really rough break. That the worst case scenario right there, to fumble the ball back there. I mean, you would rather use the timeout on a positive rushing play, but they were forced to use one there.
Second down, 15 from the Minico 35. No timeouts left for Emmett. Brennan to throw. In trouble. Flushed out, rolls to his right. Fires it down. He's got a man complete. Out of bounds goes Kenyon Carter. And all of a sudden, there's life again for Emmett as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line with 19 seconds to go.
That was great awareness by Carter, just to look straight towards the sideline and run out of bounds on that big play.
Brennan. Boy, nowhere to go, and that could be it if Emmett doesn't get to the line quickly. Clock is ticking. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, trying to spike it just to get one more play. And the clock strikes zeros, but the spike happened at the 1 second mark. Let's see what the officials decide to do. I think there was a flag anyway, wasn't there? It looks like they're...
Yeah. Looks like they're discussing it. A false start?
An illegal shift or something. And I'm trying to find the flag, but all the indications right now from the white hat was an Emmett penalty.
If they decline, I'm pretty
sure.
Oh, there it
is, right there.
Down.
Yeah, there's the penalty flag right there. So they're going to get Emmett on an illegal shift because they weren't quite set. People were moving. And the clock sits at zeros.
It's going to come down to a Hail Mary.
But they put 1 second on the clock. So they took the penalty. They marched him back for the penalty yards. 1 second on the clock. Here we go. Emmett will have one play to try to win it, and another bad snap. Brennan in trouble. Gets away. Fires it to the end zone. Knocked away by Minico. We will head to overtime. Wow. Paxton Twiss on the coverage for the Spartans. And we're not done yet.
This stalemate needed a little bit more time.
Well, that's going to do it for regulation. 27 all. As we get ready for overtime, we'll step away. Be right back to Minico. This is IdahoSports.com.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Great photo, though.
That's poison ivy?
Oh, yeah. And that, and that, and that, and that. Good news. Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. I mean, that's a great day for everyone.
Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I loved it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Scott Burton, Jesse Richin back at Minico High School, and we are set for overtime between Emmett and Minico in a game that has been back and forth, big play after big play, and we're not done. It's going to be Minico on offense first. So they will have it 1st and 10 from their 25-yard line. Each team will possess the football. And if we're tied after that, we'll go to a second overtime. So from the 25, here comes Minico. Wayment trying to turn the corner on the right side and just gets dumped on his head. Brought down by about 3 Emmett Huskies led by Caden Cronquist. And it's 2nd down. Turning the corner again, Wayment, touchdown Minico.
Wow, they just went right back to the well. They went right back to the quarterback on that quarterback blast as you hear the blast of the cannon.
So Wayment on the 8-yard run gets Minico into the end zone first.
So I'm going to be honest, Scott. I don't exactly know the rules of the high school overtime. Is it exactly like college football?
So now they can kick the extra point. They can go for 2, and this is Wayment. And the 2-point conversion. I did not see the indication, did you?
I didn't. It doesn't look like he got there, though.
Boy, anticlimactic on the call. Both the officials and me. The 2-point conversion, no good. So Minico takes the lead, 33-27, and now it's going to be Emmett with the football. They need a touchdown to tie and an extra point of some kind to win it.
Right, and now they can just kick the extra point if they need to, and if they put that trust in their kicker.
Yep, and they start at the 10-yard line. I said the 25. I was thinking college, but at the 10-yard line is where high school overtime begins. 4 downs to get it in. Brennan, right side, trying to turn the corner, lowers his shoulder, and gets down to about the 6.
I think we're just going to see him pound it, just pound the football in. They've been so successful on the ground the entire game, and I think that's just what they're going to do from here on out.
Second down. Line of scrimmage. It looks like they only gave him a couple of yards, so from the 8-yard line we go. Handoff. Smith. Right up the middle, squirts out of the arms of Emmett and gets inside the 5. So from the 3-yard line now, it's 3rd down.
Only 2 more tries, and they have to score a touchdown, otherwise it's over.
A touchdown here can tie it up. An extra point would win it. 3rd down from the 3. To throw. Touchdown, Emmett. Brennan on the pass, complete to Huss Davis again.
Man, and props to Emmett. Just the entire stadium thinks they're going to run the football here, and they just go with a quick play action and have a guy wide open in the flat for a touchdown.
Well, here we go. We are tied at 33. This is for the win. They trot out the kicker. This is Alvarado.
Timeout.
And a timeout by Minico to freeze the kicker as if the cold weather doesn't do it. But using every weapon at their arsenal are both of these teams because there is no tomorrow for one of them. And when Alvarado takes the field, he's going to have a chance to send the Huskies into the 2nd round of the playoffs, waiting for the winner of this game or the Bishop Kelly Knights, who took care of Burley earlier tonight. And that final score was 48-12 in favor of Bishop Kelly, the number 2 seed in the tournament.
So whoever wins this one's going to have a big challenge upcoming.
You can say that again. Here we go. Lucas Alvarado, the sophomore. A chance to win it for Emmett. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's good! The Emmett Huskies in overtime have gone on the road and shocked number 7 Minico. Final score, 34-33 Huskies. They move on to the 2nd round of the 4A state tournament. And for Minico, a heartbreaking loss and an end to a season that was so promising.
But props to both teams, Minico and Emmett alike, fighting to the bitter end. Went all the way into overtime, but one team has to win, and Emmett came out on top.
What a ball game. 34-33. Emmett advances in overtime. Well, we're going to step away and be right back with the postgame as well as our IdahoSports.com player of the game. We'll be back right after this. Back here at Minico High School, Scott Burton, Jesse Richens, and what a game we just saw. It took overtime to decide this one. Emmett comes away with the 1-point victory, 34-33, in a game that, boy, lived up to the hype. We knew this was a game of equally matched opponents. They mirrored each other in a lot of ways, and the game did not disappoint. It was punch and counterpunch right from the start. And really, when the clock runs out, you just could have thought that if Minico had had another chance, they would have scored. And then Emmett would have scored. And back and forth we go. It was just when did the clock run out and who was ahead at the time, which, I mean, really is how the game works. But that's just the flow of that game because, you know, it just was so evenly matched between these two teams. And it came down to a sophomore kicker for Emmett with the extra point in overtime. Wow, what a game.
Yeah, seriously. It was a crazy game. The ending felt so abrupt because just like you were saying, it was punch, counter punch the entire way. Both teams were scoring. It just came down to that crucial decision by Minico to go for two instead of kicking the point after touchdown.
And just to kind of recap the scoring to give you an idea of how back and forth this was, in the first quarter, it was Emmett that got things started on a 2-yard run by Quentin Smith. The missed extra point, which kind of hung around for a while, and it was Emmett 6-0 after the first quarter. We moved to the second quarter, and it was Minico's turn. 11-yard run by Wayment, extra point good, 7-6 Minico. Then it was Emmett's turn. Scheibe, a 59-yard run. The extra point is good, 13-7 Emmett. Later on in that quarter, in the second quarter, it was Minico. An 11-yard pass, Wayment to Soto, extra point good, 14-13 Minico at the half. Moved to the third quarter, and yeah, it was Emmett's turn. It was a 75-yard run by Smith, extra point good, 19-14 is your score. Emmett. And then Minico strikes, a 9-yard run by Wayment, and it's 20-19 Minico. And then it's Emmett's turn as we move into the fourth quarter, 46-yard run by Brennan, 27-20 Emmett. Minico then ties it, Wayment to Stimson on a 40-yard pass. We're tied at 27. And then we move to overtime. And then an 8-yard run by Wayment for Minico to get things started in overtime, and the two-point conversion was no good, and that left the door open for Emmett. And on third down, it was a 3-yard pass from Brennan to Davis, and then Alvarado trots out and kicks the extra point, which I don't know cleared the crossbar by more than 5 feet. Doesn't matter anyway. The extra point was good, and that was your ball game. And, in a couple of storylines here, none bigger for Emmett than the loss of their quarterback, Scheibe, who went down in that second quarter. And then the quarterback position had to have been run by Isaac Brennan, the senior. And Brennan did everything he could to keep that offense rolling, and did he ever. What a game by Isaac Brennan to come on in relief of his fallen quarterback.
Yeah, just like you said, Scott, he had to come in. He had to take control of this team, becoming the leader almost instantly after the injury, and leading this team to the promised land and coming out on top. And
that's a good segue to our Idaho Transportation Department player of the game, and without a doubt, it's number 21, Isaac Brennan, the senior. What a job he did to lead that team, not missing a beat after Scheibe went down. Congratulations to Isaac Brennan, our Idaho Transportation Department player of the game. Well, for us, it's been a blast. There's still more football coming on IdahoSports.com, as we are just now scratching the surface of all of this playoff action. So if the rest of the games are a half as good as this, you don't want to miss any of them. We've got crews spread out around the state all weekend long, and then the following weeks as we progress through the tournament. And in the 4A ranks, it's going to be Emmett taking on Bishop Kelly next week, as some of the other games are still wrapping up in those 4A divisions. And by the time the end of the weekend rolls around, the next weekend will be set and the brackets will be ready. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Minico High School. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2023 Idaho High School Football Playoffs, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department and IDEAL, Idaho's College Savings Program. Additional coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Valleywide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Your Health Idaho, and your local Toyota dealers. And the broadcast was also made possible by the great support from our local business partners, which include BigInsurance.com, Overhead Door Company, Banducci's Tanning and Espresso, all of those out of Emmett. And then from Minico, Lee's Furniture, Floors and More, Kearney Real Estate Team, AMI Supply, and Magic Valley Tires, Les Schwab. Many thanks to our local business partners. And special thanks to Athletic Director Brady Trinkle and everyone here at Minico High School for their hospitality and help in getting this game broadcast to you. And congratulations again to our IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department, Isaac Brennan. What a game that young man had, leading his team into the second round of the playoffs. And thanks again for joining us as the Emmett Huskies defeat the Minico Spartans by a score of 34-33 in overtime. Well, from my broadcast partner, Jesse Richens, and everyone else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com, my name is Scott Burton. Thanks for joining us, and so long, everybody.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Funds are limited. Apply today at nextsteps.idaho.gov/launch. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
Through storms and bad weather, sure as the sun.
Welcome.
These are hot chocolate milk.
You're welcome.
From the desert to the freezing cold, wish I could see it from the stars.
Your bagels and cream cheese. Can I get you anything else?
Good
to go. Okay, great. Try it out.
We're working together to build a more sustainable future. Learn more at unbottled.com.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.